everyone, and welcome to Stan the Wine Man TV. I am your host, Stan Rattan, and this is a blue-collar wine show where I help you spend your wine dollars wisely. This is National Sauvignon Blanc Day, May 6th. And so I felt a need to do a blind Sauvignon Blanc tasting from Sauvignon Blancs from around the world and see which one comes out on top. I'm very excited. Coming up soon, I will have Patrick from Bezo Imports as a guest, and we will talk about his import company where he does Mexican wines. That's going to be very exciting. That will be the next episode. But for now, we're going to do a blind Sauvignon Blanc tasting for National Sauvignon Blanc Day. Let's get started right off the bat. Number one. Yes, I'm showing number one. Sorry, I have to be careful with the capsules on these. Okay, there we go. So as we expect, Sauvignon Blanc is the parent, one of the parents to Cabernet Sauvignon. Cabernet Sauvignon is Cabernet Franc, a clone of a cross between Sauvignon Blanc and Cabernet Franc. Man, sometimes I can't spit out. A little straw colored on this one. They're cold. Like I said, I always taste the wines the way you're going to taste them. Most of you drink your Sauvignon Blanc cold. So, grapefruit on the nose. Very common to get grapefruit on the nose, especially from New Zealand. Grapefruit, a little bit of melon. There's a little, I take a touch of funk on this one, which is kind of cool. You always, why does he say funk is cool? Well, funk just means it's not what you would call a clean, necessarily clean, very clear nose. There's something there that's a little bit different. Not bad, not in a bad way, but just a little funky. Melon, a little grass, grapefruit, and that's it. Let's see what we get on the palate. Good acidity, the grapefruit, kind of grapefruit pith, grapefruit, the meaty grapefruit, almost a white grapefruit comes through. A little melon. Very nice. I think I mentioned this before, how picky I am about grapefruit, about Sauvignon Blanc, especially domestically. It has to be good, or it's not going to be in my set. I do have a couple, of course, that you have to have because people are looking for them. I won't say their names, but that's the only compromise I make in the Sauvignon Blanc section. There's some of the bottom shelf stuff that people are looking for price reasons. But other than that, it doesn't make it on the shelf if I don't think it's a good Sauvignon Blanc, period. So nice, a little bit of grass coming through, nice melon and grapefruit notes. Good complexity for a Sauvignon Blanc. I like it. It's not the best I've ever tasted, but it's pretty good. Let's just go there. Because with Sauvignon Blanc, you want the acidity. You want the, if you're going to New Zealand, you're going to get a ton of grapefruit. Usually, not always. I don't mind the grassiness. Sometimes if they put a little Semillon in there, you'll get more grass, but I don't mind a little bit of grass. I like this one. It has good balance, good integration of all the elements. It has enough acidity to pass my grade on that one. There we go. First one. Good Sauvignon Blanc. Nice porch pounder. You can sit out and enjoy that. You can have that with oysters, clams, all of that. Move on to the next one. Okay, number two. And there can be quite a bit of difference. Now, these are from all parts of the world, so I'm very, very excited to see which one comes out on top. What part of the world do I feel is a better one of all these four? And I believe they're all reasonably priced as well. Kind of that golden straw color. You can see the glasses frosting out from the chill on the wine. Let's see what we get on the nose. This is kind of close. Very interesting. Now, the reason a lot of people, guys like say, well, you need to warm them up a little bit to get the aromatics. That's true. But like I said, and I'll repeat it over and over again, I drink it the way you drink it because I want you to experience the same thing I'm experiencing when you try it. Now, how many of you out there, and I want this in the comments if you can do that for me, how many of you actually drink your whites closer to room temperature rather than cold? I'm very curious because I believe I'm correct in saying that the majority of consumers like to have their whites cold, chilled. That's the way they drink them. But how many of you actually try to get them closer, warm them up just a bit to get those aromatics? I'm very curious. I want to know the answer. Hopefully I get some comments on that one. Now this has a little bit of what I would say is some gooseberry notes, maybe some a little bit of quince maybe. Now what's that? I'm not going to find it, so I'm not going to even try to guess. There's a berry they do in, I believe it's in Florida that, yeah, it almost has like a very passion fruit is what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. This is very more tropical, it's leaning towards papaya mango. Let's see what we get on the palate. Nice minerality. I get a little bit of that tropical fruit. But then on this one, I didn't get it on the nose, but on the palate you get a lot of lime, lemon notes on the back end of this one. So there's an initial attack of minerality, a little melon coming through. Then they get that really solid lime, lemon on the back end. Good acidity. In fact, that lime lemon really hits on the mid into the finish, long finish. This is like one of those, this is like a wake up your palate Sauvignon Blancs. Very solid lime and lemon notes on this one. Big time. It's funny I didn't get that on the nose. I'm still not getting it on the nose. Very linear, nicely integrated Sauvignon Blanc. I get a little bit of minerality, which I like. No grassiness on this one. Yeah, that'll wake up your palate. And I do like Sauvignon Blancs that do that. Just kind of hit it. Boom. Like this one, well-made Sauvignon Blanc. It's still lingering on the sides of my tongue, you get that going on. If you like lime and lemon, you're going to love this wine. A little bit of minerality there, kind of like a wet stone sort of minerality. Good acidity, nicely integrated. I like that one. I like them both so far, so that's good. Number 3. I'm really super curious how these are going to come out. This is the clearest one of the bunch. It has a little bit of a gold straw color, but very, very, very clear. Yeah, interesting. Almost like one of those diamonds with just a little bit of gold in it. Let's see what we get on the nose. Oh, grapefruit all day on this one. Grapefruit, a little bubble gum. That's not uncommon with the Sauvignon Blanc. You don't want too much of that. Just saying. Yeah. Grapefruit pith, bubble gum. Touch of melon. I'm surprised they haven't done one with apple. Apple to me comes out through, well, particularly on Washington Sauvignon Blancs, you'll get that apple component coming through. But this just reminds me of bubblegum and grapefruit. Yes, let's see what we get on the palate. Like, imagine a bazooka grapefruit bubble gum. If you can imagine that. Let's see what we get on the palate. Big grapefruit notes, a little bit of lime underneath. This is blast your palate. Again, 2 in a row, big blast your palate Sauvignon Blanc. This is like dancing all over the palate. Jazzy Sauvignon Blanc. That is, for me personally, I love that about Sauvignon Blanc. Now, that's not for everybody. I'm certainly not going to score these wines just because it fits my palate profile. But this is still going on. A little bit of that juicy fruit, that remember the striped gum that you could get with all those flavors? This is what it reminds me of. Get that lime grapefruit thing going on. Wow. See, good acidity, not overpowering, but nicely integrated into the wine. It dances on your palate with all these different flavors of lime, lemon, grapefruit. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not sure if I get a little bit of green apple on this. I might be. Boy, this has a lot going on. Good complexity for a Sauvignon Blanc. Now, it's not over-the-top grapefruit. I've mentioned before in the past that I sometimes shy away from those big grapefruit bombs. Kim Crawford, big example of that. But guess what? A lot of people like that. I can respect that. I respect that. And there's occasionally I like that. But this has so much more going on in the terms of the lemon, the lime, a little bit of grapefruit in there. It's all kind of nicely integrated. Just dances around your palate. That's what I love. I like that in a Riesling as well. You get, good acidity but balance on a Riesling, and you get all these flavors. Yeah, there may be just a little touch of apple. I'm digging that Sauv Blanc. Big time. I think it's well made. It has a lot of good things about it. So far, not a bad one in the bunch, which I like. Should have a palate cleanser right now just to make sure that I don't. I should be rinsing it. Well, after that one, I'm going to rinse. I am going to rinse after that one. You guys are going, he usually rinses between all the. Sometimes when I have the same varietal, it's not so much that I, rinse. But that one had so much going on that, I thought I should rinse. Same color as the last one. Very interesting. Kind of a little bit of a gold hay color, but fairly clear. Let's see what we get on the nose. Boy, this is entirely different. A little earthiness on the nose with this one. Definitely a melon component. I'm getting a little touch of mango. Not banana. Almost went banana on. Almost went banana on you. I get like a real kind of like old, you're going up an old dirt road sort of thing. What's he talking about, you goofball? Melon, a little bit of mango. Even like a white peach thing going on. Let's see what we get on the palate. This is the most savory Sauvignon Blanc I've tried in a long time. I like the melon notes. There is a little bit of that kind of mango, white peach thing going on underneath with a little bit of melon. Good acidity. It is very mouth-drying acidity, which I like. That's what I like about Sauv Blanc. I like a Sauv Blanc that's refreshing. Good acidity. That's what I like. I don't like a flabby Sauvignon Blanc. One that just kind of, gets closer to a Pinot Gris or a Chardonnay. That's not why I drink it. I hope that's not why you drink it. But whatever you want. Whatever you want. Whatever's good for your palate. Almost, yeah. This is very subdued, but very interesting Sauvignon Blanc with those kind of white peach, mango, There's some minerality on this too. A little bit of whetstone thing going on with this one. And a little lemon coming through underneath, kind of lying underneath. Good acidity. With that earthiness, it's really, really interesting. Interesting Sauvignon Blanc. This is kind of leaning towards the old world in style, just a little bit. I don't think it's an old world wine. I could be wrong. Nice complexity, good balance, nice integration, well-made Sauvignon Blanc. Ooh, this is a tough one. I think all four have been really good. That lingers in your mouth as well. That interesting, like white peach, kind of mango. Almost getting a little bit of orange as well. Okay. So we have a tie going on, guys. Let's unveil them. Sauvignon Blancs from around the world on National Sauvignon Blanc Day. We have a tie, which is okay. And then we have a clear winner. They're all very good. I really enjoyed this tasting. So in fourth place, or last place, if you want to put it that way, number 1 with a C plus B minus, good grade, is the Kenwood Vineyards Sauvignon Blanc California 2021. There you go. $14. $14. Kenwood. Great winery. I was impressed with it. C plus B minus for $14. Chicken dinner. There you go. Well, we have a tie for third and second place. So, third and second place tie. With a B plus. So, this is C plus B minus. The B plus is the 2021 La Petite Pierre Sauvignon Blanc. This is obviously from France. Vin de France, so it's a table white, but I thought this was very good. This one showed the minerality very well, and this is $13.50. I've always liked this wine. I've liked both of these, actually. I'm very familiar with them, and so kind of cool. French wine. Now, tied for second and third place is number 4 with a B plus is the Terra Blanca 2021 Sauvignon Blanc, Yakima Valley, Washington. A very nice $13. So far the least expensive of the bunch. Terra Blanca, Keith Pilgrim, great winemaker. This was one I thought was earthy. I think this is one I thought was kind of earthy, very interesting, complex. Yes, showed a little minerality. Very cool. Nice to see Washington and France head to head. In first place, number 3, with a B plus A minus. Really excited about this one. This danced on the palate. Really was jazzy. I liked it a lot. This is the always has been one of my favorites. I'm glad this one came out on top. This is the come on now. Oh, there it is, right there. Sorry guys, it was in small print. 2022 Dashwood Sauvignon Blanc, Marlborough, New Zealand. Guys, I don't have to tell you how popular New Zealand wines are. Where did that come from? But I will tell you this. I have been a fan of Dashwood for a long, long, long time. And, you know, I'm very excited that this one came out on top, even though, you know, I love, these are all very good. 2022 New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, 12.5% alcohol, rolls in at $13. Guys, that is the winner of the Blind Sauvignon Blanc tasting. I'm sure you guys are not surprised that New Zealand might have come out on top. Thanks for taking a little time out of your day. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, then you'll find out when these episodes are coming along. And I would like a comment from you guys about getting whites closer to room temperature. Let me know. I need the research. I need the answer so I can go in the right direction. You keep watching, and I'll keep helping you spend your wine dollars wisely.